So today I want to talk about what not to wear to church because I went to church today and I know everybody is not churchy and didn't grow up in church and come as you are and but y'all today as I was walking in the church, my mouth literally dropped open at what I saw. And unbeknownst to me, another woman was watching me and she laughed and said, I know, right? And I looked at her and my mouth was still open. I said, what? And then we began to talk. And what I saw, y'all, was a woman in her 20s, I would say, wearing what I would consider a nightgown. It was satin. Y'all know that silky satin material that reminds you of lingerie. And all I saw was the back. At the beginning of, walking in the church, all I saw was the back. And the back showed her bra. It was cut all the way down to not to her butt, but like let's say a hand, so about 5 inches above the crack of her butt. And it had like one string in the back to close the back. And when I say string, I mean literally a string, like a shoestring, but made out of satin. Um, so you could see her bra. She wore, well, let's thank God she wore a bra, but you could see her bra. And after service, I saw her. Now she was sitting a couple of rows in front of me, and I was still just like couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen the front yet. Y'all, the front was worse than the back. The front was plunging cleavage. Of course, she had a great bra, so I mean, it looked great, but not for church. And then, I've told you guys about my little young friend. She goes to a mixed church, but when she's gone to church with me a couple of times, she had on stuff that was like shoulderless, or what do you know, call it sleeveless, but basically her shoulders out. And so she wasn't wearing a bra with that stuff. And she would always talk about how she felt like men were staring at her, undressing her with their eyes and all this kind of stuff. And of course, I feel like no matter what you wear, men are going to do that. But when you happen to be very attractive and, young and sexy, yeah. So I've been seeing this trend lately, and this is just my church, and I go to a mega church, but of women that I'm like, I know pastors say come as you are, and we don't have the old church mothers like we used to, but I almost feel like there needs to be I don't know, like something on the church website, what to wear. Like can you refrain from wearing stuff with plunging necklines or that show cleavage or tight pants or tight anything where we can see your panty line. Like last weekend, I was at church and I was sitting in a pew, and a lady got up to leave, and my mouth flew open again. And another lady next to me was like, "Girl, look." She said, "I said the same thing." And this lady's dress shawl was so tight, and she had a donk, like a donk, but it was an old donk. Like it was a 50-year-old plus donk that done had some kids donk. So it wasn't shaped like it was 30 years ago, and even if she was beautifully shaped like the woman I saw this morning, it's just not appropriate for church. So let's go through things you don't wear to church. Anything that is and I'm gonna say not for church and also not for the office, because my same thing. My little young friend started her corporate job recently, and apparently did not know what business casual was, and stuff that she was saying. Oh, can I wear this to work? And I had to literally say to her, anything that reminds you of the bedroom or of lingerie, anything that shows your bra or hints that you have a vagina or breast is not a good thing to wear to work. So, nothing with spaghetti straps, nothing with a plunging neckline, nothing that shows your bra at all. Anything that shows your bra, no. If you don't have the special bra to wear with it, don't wear it. Anything that's sleeveless, anything that's so short, I would say really it should be right above your knees is the shortest you could go. But anything that's shorter than your fingertips are, is a no. Um, Anything that's so tight that you can see your rolls and your panty line and your dimples or your lack thereof, no. That means no tight jeans, nothing tight, period. Just don't wear nothing tight. um no tight shirts, no tight dresses. Leave something to the imagination. This is the Lord's house. Now, I'm not so strict as to say don't wear, you have to wear panty lines or you have to wear pantyhose and you have to wear foundational garments, which are, for y'all that ain't from the South or whatever, which is, like your girdles, hosiery, stuff like that. I know it's a new generation, and where I live at, it's stupid hot. It's like 100 degrees on a regular in the summertime. So I know everybody is not going to be trying to wear that. I don't even wear that stuff in the summer right now, but what I saw today, and I've even seen the first lady at our church wear, and she's well endowed up top. She wore something that had just inches of cleavage, and I was just like, "What in the black Jesus?" Like her mom-in-law didn't tell her, "Baby, you might want to." And so the lady that I saw going into church, the one that said, "I know, right?" She said, I started to tell her I got a jacket in my car if she want to borrow it," and I was like, "Girl, and don't nobody say nothing to it," because our pastor is let people come as they are, and as they get in the word and as they get to know God, they'll get with it as far as being churchy or knowing how to dress, what's appropriate. And I think he giving people a lot of grace, and I know it's not, I know when I was growing up, there was this sense that you had to be dressy to go to church. And and so it may have kept people from going to church. Because I definitely remember when I was young, different people in my family, like if my mom was going to church and we'd be like, "Oh, we can bring so-and-so with us." And they'd be like, "Oh, well, she don't have nothing to wear to church," talking about dressy stuff. But nowadays, you don't even have to wear dressy stuff, but you also don't have to look like you're going, you know, to bed on your honeymoon. It was like, that's what I'm like, is that even a dress? That looks like a nightgown that we wore back in the 90s for like pajama jammy jams. Like, I literally wore a dress like that for a pajama party. And hers was even more risque than mine. And I was at a party, like a secular in the world party, a Greek party. So the same thing goes for work. Don't wear anything like that. No spaghetti straps at work. Nothing that shows your bra. Nothing is too tight. Nothing is too short. You want to leave some stuff to the imagination. Maybe you didn't grow up in church, and maybe, you didn't have nobody tell you what's appropriate or what's not appropriate to wear to church. But it is distracting. It's distracting to me as a woman. Because it's just like that, you're going before the Lord. Like, it's not, child. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't want to come off as one of those judgy church people. That's why I don't nobody go to church, because y'all always judging them, and they can't come as they are. But it's like, now I know you got something in your closet that's more appropriate to wear in the house of the Lord than a satin nightgown. Come on now. I mean, I have seen people come to church braless. I've seen people come to church pantyless. It's enough is enough. And that's what I told the young lady this morning. I said, now enough is enough and too much is foolish. She said enough is enough. And I said, too much is foolish. Like, this is ridiculous. They tell us in the summertime, "Oh, come as you are. We know it's hot." And y'all just literally, and the girl's face was beat, hair was laid, lashes on, like she was going to the club or something. And I was like, what in the black Jesus is going on in here? Y'all think y'all at the Beyonce concert or something? Child, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Talk to y'all later.